Hi Lakewood Math 1 students, this is Miss V and this is video 7, Special Cases of Vertical and Horizontal Lines. We have two different types of lines that have equations that look just a little bit different. One is a horizontal line and the other is a vertical line, and I'd like to start with the horizontal line because it's a function. And notice that on this line every single value of y happens to be -1. For example, look at this point where x is equal to 1. The y value is -1. And look at this point where x is equal to 2. The y value is equal to -1. So the way we write that equation is y is equal to -1. Another way to think of it is if you have a slope of 0, which we do with horizontal lines, we would have y is equal to 0, which is our slope, x, plus -1. Or we could just write that as 0x minus 1. But you'll notice 0 times x happens to be 0. So this term in our equation becomes 0, and we simply have y is equal to -1. A similar thing happens with vertical lines, and they are not functions. This vertical line, every single x value is equal to 3. So we have an equation x equals 3. So for example, this point at 3, 0 has an x value of 3. And this point at 3, -1 has an x value of 3. And so what you'll see is every single point on this line has an x value of 3. So the reason these are called special cases is their equations don't look like y equals mx plus b anymore. They simply look like x equal or y equal. So let's review a couple of these problems. In problem number 1, we have a vertical line, and every x value on that vertical line is -2. So the equation looks like x equals -2. In problem number 2, we have a horizontal line where x is equal to 3. So our equation simply becomes x is equal to 3. Oh, excuse me, y is equal to 3. In problem 3, we have a horizontal line, and every y value is equal to -5. So in this equation, we simply write y equals -5. And our vertical line in problem 4 has an x value of +4, so we say x is equal to 4. In problem number 5, it's kind of interesting. You'll notice we're graphing the y-axis. And that happens to be a vertical line, and every x value on that vertical line is 0. So this is the equation of the y-axis. And this is the equation of the x-axis, interestingly enough. So what I'd like you to do is I would like you to pause the video and work the problems on the next page, check your answers, and ask good questions.